Oh, they're sleeping.
No, they're not. They're just... And there's one in the water over there. It's like they're playing hide and seek. Look at the one in the water in the back. Just keeps like jumping up. Hi, otters. Oh, wow. Oh, I love them. Here he comes. Okay.
Little otters.
They're coming.
Alright, let's go.
I'm sharing it. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Because it gives me more time with the otters.
Lisa's sharing real quick, and once she's done, we will move to the safari. But first, enjoy the little otters.
Otter, 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 otter.
Look at them. Just look at them. Hey, Cindy, what's happening? We'll be heading over to the safari in a second. Lisa's just sharing this video, and we are going to go ride Kilimanjaro Safari. Look at all the animals.
Almost done.
And for those who have been asking from earlier, yes, Lisa is with me.
Bye.
Everybody missed you this morning. They were all asking, where's Lisa? Where's Lisa?
Lisa's still had to work today.
I said, somebody's got to work.
I had to work till 1. Bye, otters.
Okay, we are on our way
That's the entrance.
to Kilimanjaro. But I figured give a little walkthrough to it, since you guys were with me, or for those who were with me earlier this morning, you saw what that crowd level looked like. It is just about 4 o'clock, so it's 2 hours till the park closes. See what's going on. Otters are just playing right now.
Rolling around. Oh, they're so cute. I want one.
You want one?
I want one.
No. Okay, off to the safari. Richard, what's going on, buddy? Good Friday. Yes, sir. It's Friday all day. Like I said, Lisa's with me right now. She wasn't with me earlier in today's live stream. We are making our way over to Kilimanjaro Safari. Gonna go look at the animals. And the crowd level still looks very low. I was here live streaming this morning. For those who may have not seen, just doing a walkthrough. I left, got here about 9:30, left here about 11:30. And if I had to guess, maybe like 10% of capacity was here, and so far, it's looking about the same. Everything on the app, when we looked, is 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes or under.
And Navi River journey was 20 minutes. So I think I saw flight of passage was 15.
Well,
Stopping at Navi River journey's been more.
Well, listen to this, Lisa. This morning when I was here, flight of passage was 15 and Navi was 35.
Yeah, that's a little insane. I think that one was longer.
Yeah, I don't understand. I questioned it in the stream too. Why? Of all things. Why would you do this?
No, Island Mercantile is open.
Yes, it is
And
open.
they have the cutest safari mini lounge fly backpack. And a Kevin.
And a Kevin, they do. When I was here earlier today, it was not open, and then we come in and it was open.
So I had to stop it.
Of course.
This is my favorite gift shop. It's sad though not seeing the performers out.
I know, I mentioned that earlier.
Why don't they like go down the boat?
It's not the same.
Not when they would get all the little kids out and dancing and not the same. Although it was fun chasing Pocahontas down the river.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yep, still at a 20-minute wait. Which is like nothing for this.
Kind of like walking through the...
Yeah. You know, we might have to wait 10 minutes.
Is there a thing of Planet Watch even open anymore?
I think so.
Caribbean Beach Resort.
Hello, Laura. Hello. Good evening. Last one at 6 o'clock. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the downfall though, until like the time changes, because they shorten the hours, like it's usually hard to get on the safari to see the lions after a week.
Yeah, that
If
is.
anything, they're sleeping, because lions are nocturnal, despite what the Lion King showed.
That's right.
And I still have fun.
Hey, Disney guy. Hello. What's going on? Good evening.
Just so everyone knows, it's like 300% humidity.
Yeah, it is very humid.
Sable antelope, clipspringer, scimitar-horned oryx,
I like the springbok.
Springbok is cool. It's one of my favorite.
They're cute.
mole gazelle,
And the fact that they can jump like, what did they say, 6 feet up in
sometimes
the
our
air?
perceptions of animals are clouded by the human qualities we assign them. Let's take a look at some behaviors that seem familiar, yet have very different meanings in the animal world. A giant yawn like this might appear to indicate fatigue, but in fact, a full hippo's awesome yawn is actually a practice, a warning to other males intruding into his territory.
We're at 20 minutes, they say. Yeah, we are here.
It stopped right up there.
Yeah. So, like I said, probably a 10-minute wait.
I don't even know if it'll do that much.
I don't think so either. And we've reached a little stopping point. Not too bad. We got pretty far.
Can you imagine Harambe is a safe haven for all its animals? I was born here, and my whole life I was taught that what you see with your eyes.
There's gonna be a creeper and have this on you the whole time until we move.
It is my hope that
It's gonna be
what
creeper.
you see today, you will treasure in your heart forever.
Forever.
California Harambe is a Harambe.
With us now. You can watch it.
What happened?
She said she misses the safari, but she can watch it
Yeah.
for right now.
You can watch. It'll be like you're really cute.
That's right. It'll be like you're with us. Be right with us. If you put it on the big screen.
Yeah.
There you go. It is very humid. Temperature's only like 89,
It's like a real feel of 120.
but yeah, it's very humid though. The feel is definitely 90 something.
I'm going with over 100.
You think?
Yeah.
We'll start moving again shortly. We're just stuck in the little line. Have you been on it since the parks reopened? Yes, we have.
Opening day.
Opening day, and let me tell you, it was very hot on the ride, and we will show you why it is very hot on the ride. We appreciate you for watching, Tiffany. Thanks for joining us. It's not going to be a very long live stream. We're riding this ride, and pretty much that's it. We checked into our Caribbean beach resort, little staycation. We got dressed. We ate because none of us ate all day today, and I mean all day. And we had 2 hours, and we're like, well, let's kill them at Animal Kingdom before they close.
It's 96 degrees.
The feel?
No, no, the
Oh, the temperature is saying 96.
I don't know what the
Almost there. Almost there, guys. HF Sales, what's going on? We're just kind of waiting in a little bit of line. We're almost there, as you can see. Almost there. It said a 20-minute wait. So far, it's been 8 minutes. Between, no, probably not even 5. From the walking to this point. They're showing the poaching. That's a little disturbing.
It is my job to protect all the animals of this reserve. That is why,
Thank you.
to please join us in our battle against poaching.
All right, we're almost there. You'll see the animals. Well, there is a little delay for cleaning. So, okay, on this great ride, but I almost found it almost miserable last time we rode it. I'll explain. Not right now. When we get on the ride. Squash banana.
I like grapefruit.
Is your favorite? Why? I was waiting for you to say because he hits people on the head with his little cane. These fans are doing nothing that's above. These fans, I'm saying, are doing nothing. Yeah. There we go. I believe we're back. Sorry, we lost you for a second. But this is why this is hot. They put this in here, which is plastic, which brings in all that heat and that humidity. So, yeah, so you have to sit on the end. So Lisa and I, we split apart from each other. Just to kind of... Oh, so with that, and this plastic, you have to wear your face mask still. Yep. Well, for those who may not have heard it.
Everyone, including children, please remain seated at all times during our safari. Small children are more than welcome.
If you guys are excited, leave it in the comments.
See better from up there. Just make sure everybody stays on their bottoms at all times. Absolutely no standing allowed during our safari. If you're taking photo or videos and you can change the setting on your camera, you might want to put your camera on an action or sports setting. The roads to the reserve do tend to get a little bumpy. That action or sports setting should help keep your photos from coming out blurry. And please hold on tight to cameras and cell phones. I cannot stop for anything that falls out of the vehicle.
Tony, don't lose your phone.
No, I won't.
Little tricky to see, but to our far right-hand side, in between a couple of clumps of bamboo, I've got a large dark brown animal with white stripes on his legs. Let me see if I can get us another view of him. He's called an okapi. A lot of people think they're related to zebras because they have similar stripes on their legs, but they're actually the forest cousin of the giraffe. Very shy and elusive. Okapi were not discovered by the Western world
Oh, there he
until 1901.
Very in the back.
Unusually late for such a large animal. Speaking of large animals, sometimes when I drive through this part of the reserve, I get to see black rhinoceros. And I know they look like an indestructible animal, but they've been hit hard by poaching. There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in all the world today. It can make them difficult to find. Coming up on the right near the water, you're going to see a large black and white bird called a saddle-billed stork.
Oh, right here.
One of Africa's tallest storks. They can be up to 5 feet tall and have up to a 9-foot wingspan.
See him?
And then coming up on our left, down in the bushes, I've got some reddish-brown colored antelope with white stripes called bongo. Bongo have been nicknamed the ghost of the forest. They're known for being shy and rarely seen, but this herd is very much used to our vehicles.
Right there. Boom, laying in the bush.
There's also some tan antelope.
Oh, there's a
over to
bunch
our
right
left
here.
called greater kudu. Greater kudu are Africa's second tallest antelope. Now the kudu I'm seeing are all girls. The boys get bigger. The boys also grow beautiful spiral-shaped horns. We're going to make our way over to the Safi River next. There we'll be on the lookout for hippos and crocodiles. Hippos can be a bit tricky to see during the daytime, and that's because they spend much of that time in the water sleeping. This does make hippos nocturnal. They tend to be their most active during the night. That's when they usually come out of the water to graze on plants along the shoreline. You might catch sight of a hippo moving around in the water down below to the right. They're decent swimmers. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes
right
at a
there.
time. Most of the time,
Kinda
when you
putting
see
his
them
head in
moving
and out.
the water, though, they're just walking on the bottom of the river. Let's see if we can find any more hippos upriver.
He's just poking his head up and out.
To the left, you'll see some pink-backed pelicans. The girl pelicans choose their boyfriend based on who brings them the nicest-looking stick. That stick will then go on to become the foundation of their nest. So instead of a ring, she gets a house. I'd take a house over a ring any day. The blackbirds you're seeing are North American black vultures. African vultures would be 3 to 4 times their size. African vultures have a lot more to clean up after. That's essentially the job function of a vulture, is they're the cleanup crew of the animal kingdom. Also coming up on our left, you're going to see Nile crocodile. Just make sure everybody stays seated for me, please. Nile crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length, weigh almost 1,000 pounds, and get the Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River. But you will find them in just about any body of water in Africa. They've even been known to go swimming in the ocean. All right, guys, just as a reminder, your face covering needs to cover both your nose and your mouth at the same time. Thank you. We're coming up on the savanna grassland system of the reserve. This is where we should see the greatest concentration of animals. On our way there, I want to show you my favorite kind of tree that you'll see here in Africa, known is the baobab, or the upside down tree.
Boo.
I've got a really nice looking one coming up on the right, and you'll see more of these trees scattered throughout the savannah.
It's concrete.
Baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year. And during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrus-tasting fruit that the locals will use to make something similar to lemonade. The savanna is home to many animals that will live here year-round, but there's also some that will migrate through during certain times of the year. This is all a part of the wild Africa we've been working so hard to protect. Now over to our far, far right-hand side, I see my favorite animals, Ankole cattle, big brown cattle, great big giant white horns. I also see some wildebeest. I should be able to get you a lot better view of them overhead though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, the doggies are out.
Over to our left, you're going to see a spotted hyena. Now, a lot of people think hyena are related to dogs, but they're not. Hyena are so unique, they're in their own family grouping. It's the girl hyenas that rule the clan, and that's because the girls are actually bigger than the boys. Very unusual for predators. Closest cousin to the hyena is the wolverine. And I'm kind of surprised to see them out and about right now because they're primarily nocturnal, although they won't pass up a good snack in the middle of the daytime. The strange looking cones of earth you see popping up everywhere are termite mounds, but not the kind of termites that eat your house. African termites spend most of their lifetime inside those mounds. The mounds are made out of dirt and termite saliva. Baked in the hot African sun, they become as hard as concrete. On the hillside to our left, heading up the hill, there's a tan antelope called an eland. That's a female. A male's going to be about twice her size. He's also going to be a bit more gray in color. Eland are Africa's largest antelope. The males can stand about 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh about 2,000 pounds. Looks like she's just about to head into that bush line there.
Oh, okay.
The gray animals coming up on our right are wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. When wildebeest migrate across the Serengeti, their herds will number in the tens of thousands. The big brown cattle with great big giant horns are Ankole cattle. They also go by the name Watusi, which is the name of the tribe that first domesticated the cattle over 6,000 years ago. The solid brown one is the bull, the brown and white ones are the cows. Looks like I have some Maasai giraffe coming up on our left, one of 9 different types of giraffe found throughout Africa. The Maasai giraffe are known for their reddish-brown coloration and lacy look to their patch pattern. Known to be the tallest land animals, giraffe can be up to 20 feet tall, and they have the exact same number of bones in their neck that you and I have in our necks. Theirs are just a whole lot bigger. That's 7 cervical vertebrae, by the way. The name giraffe is actually Arabic in origin. Loosely translated to English, giraffe means one who walks with grace.
Yeah.
Another view of the Ankoli cattle over to the right, including that bull. Those horns do for the cattle what a radiator does for a car. Those horns help to cool their blood down on hot days so that they don't overheat. The horns are mostly hollow inside, allowing for blood flow. Now, looks like we're heading into elephant country. I do know of a couple of watering holes the elephants like to hang out near. We're going to take a drive by both of them to see if we can find just some elephants this afternoon. Over to the far left in that back corner, you might catch sight of a brown monkey called a mandrill. Mandrills are Africa's largest monkey. The males can weigh about 100 pounds. There's another one up against that rock wall back there. Omnivores. Mandrills will eat anything. Plants, bugs, small animals if they can
I
catch
can
them.
never see the monkeys.
They're all the way back there.
Now, looks like our first watering hole might be a no-go for elephants. Let me check one more spot, and then we'll head over to the other one. Researchers are studying elephants and how they communicate with one another in an effort to better understand exactly what elephants need to survive. Turns out a lot of what elephants say to each other we cannot hear. It's infrasonic or below the human level of hearing. Now those infrasonic sounds can travel pretty far, and one elephant can be talking to another elephant up to 5 miles away. The really cool part is not only do elephants listen to those sounds with their ears, but they can also pick up the vibration of the sound through the ground with their feet. So elephants listen with their ears and their feet. There is a very simple thing you can do at home, no matter where you live in the world, that will help animals in Africa. If you buy a new cell phone, tablet, or laptop, make sure you recycle your old one. There's a mineral that they mine in Africa. It's called coltan, and it's used in the manufacturing of electronic devices. Now, the more of those devices we can recycle, that much less coltan will need to be mined in Africa, and then lands like those could potentially be set aside for the animals.
No, no elephant today.
Coming up on our left, you're going to see greater flamingo, the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. If you look carefully, you'll see some baby flamingos. They're still kind of gray and fuzzy right now. They range in age from about 1.5 months old to just over 2 months old. By the time those baby flamingos are 6 months old, they'll be as big as mom and dad, but they'll be completely white. It takes a flamingo till they're almost 2 years old to develop their full pink coloration. And if you look way back behind the flamingos, there's an elephant by that big tree back there. Looks like one of the adult females in a herd I've been tracking. Herds of elephants are typically made up of females and their youngsters, and for the most part, all the females in a herd will be related to each other because mothers and daughters often spend their whole lifetime together. The boys, on the other hand, get kicked out of the herd when they become teenagers, mid to late teens, and that's when they start to get really pushy about things. They then either go off and live on their own, or more likely you're going to see male elephants hanging out with other male elephants. To our far far right down that dirt road, and I'm hoping we'll see him again further up ahead. There's some shaggy-coated brown and white antelope called water buck. Get their name because you'll usually find them around sources of water. We're actually heading the same way that they're hanging out in. I'm just taking the scenic route.
Yeah, I've kind of seen it. Real quick. It's very rare we find Pumbaa. Very rare.
I only saw Pumbaa once or twice.
At least twice.
Why, hello. Hillside over here to our right, I've got some white rhinoceros laying in the sand up there on the top of that hill. White rhinos can weigh over 5,000 pounds, run at 35 miles an hour, and tend to be social, living in herds called
Right behind that little
crashes.
bush.
Now I see two
Right
there.
there.
I've seen more than two out and about today. So, ooh, I found the male. He's coming this way. Oh, he's going to be nice and close on our left here, unless he crosses in front of me. Are we going to follow you? I can tell you right
He's
away
right in front of us.
Okay, he's going to be on our right.
Oh my gosh.
Big, handsome fella. Hi, big guy. You're all right.
Oh my word.
I know we're all a little distracted because he's really close, but if you go to the left, over these short green bushes, there's some green plants on the back of that hill. In the middle of those green plants, there's a cheetah laying there. Can you see her? She's got her back to us. So you can see her yellow and black spots, but she's right in front of the green plants on the back of the hill. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals. They can run at speeds of over 60 miles an hour, but only for really short distances. They're the only big cats that do not have retractable claws. When you look at a cheetah paw, it's a lot like looking at a dog's paw. That aids in
kind
traction
of.
when they're running high speed.
Yeah, I can see the spots a little bit.
Yeah, I'm betting he's looking for those two girls we were just looking at. I'm gonna see if I can get us another view of them up around the bend here. Rocky outcropping to our left is called a kopie. Lots of different animals like to hang out near kopies. They like to hop up on the rocks and use them as a lookout post. We'll have to see if anybody's in the area right now. Not sure if he's aware that those girls are just laying on that hill over there. We'll find them eventually. I see the water buck again to the right. There's also some ostrich by the warden's truck. Largest bird in the world, but they cannot fly. They can, however, run at about 40 miles an hour. Now those are girl ostriches. You can tell by the color of the feathers. The girls have gray feathers. Boys have black feathers. Guys, look on the kopie. There's a big male lion.
Mufasa! And he's awake!
Where?
That's the first I've seen him
Oh, yeah.
all day. The heat, they
There's
kind of just
Mufasa
want
right
nap
there.
all the time when it gets really hot out. Keep an eye out for a couple of girls as well. Come out from behind the grass, big guy. Let us see your pretty face. You're such a stinker.
There's
Now,
right
lions tend to
behind
remain
there.
inactive for about 18 to 20 hours
Oh,
out
there
of the
he
day. They're going to do most of their hunting at night. It's cooler, easier to sneak up on your food in the dark, plus they've got really good night vision. I think he literally just woke up. And he's going to go right back to sleep.
It's very rare you see him at this time.
I want to see Sarabi though.
If you look through the bushes here to our left, I've got some warthogs moving around over here to the
Oh,
left.
Pumbaa's here?
Warthogs are Africa's largest
There he is.
burrowing mammals. They use their
There's
nose and
Pumbaa.
tusks to root up the dirt, take nice big burrows that they'll sleep in during the night. Like most members of the pig family, warthogs are really smart animals.
Yeah, he's pacing back and forth.
I got those ostrich and water buck coming up on our right. Now the water buck I saw look like they're all girls. The boys grow horns and get about a foot to a foot and a half long. There's the water buck and the ostrich. Looks like the ostrich have a nest of eggs on the ground to the right as well. Largest egg made by a bird takes about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be the same size as one ostrich egg. There's that male white rhino. He's coming back around this way.
Oh, do you see him in the back?
Yeah, I got him.
You got him.
There are 5 different types of rhinos found throughout the world. There's 2 found in Africa, and the other 3 are native to parts of Asia. All of them are endangered or threatened due to poaching for their horns. Some cultures believe that rhino horns have medicinal qualities. In other words, they think if you grind it up and eat it, it will help cure diseases. Science has proven this is simply not true. If it were true, we'd be able to use our hair and fingernails for the same thing, because your hair, your fingernails, and rhino horns are all made out of a protein called keratin. We're entering the Magadi Glen. This area of the reserve is known for its geothermal activity, although as of late, the geysers have been pretty quiet.
Add this little building?
I don't remember this building ever being here. Do you guys remember this? If it's new or you remember that building, leave it in the comments. That has to be new. That is definitely new.
Vistas and our safari. I hope you got to see some of the animals that you really wanted to see. If not, I do invite you to come back and join us again sometime. Different animals do tend to be active at different times of the day, and no 2 safaris are ever the same. I'm going to drop you off at the nearest boarding post. From there, it's just a short walk back to the village of Harambe. I'll also be dropping you off near the entrance to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Take a stroll through the forest and you could see western lowland gorillas, hippos from
Should we
under
walk
the
over to
water,
the Maharaj
meerkats, a different kind of zebra
Did you do
called
that
a
this
Rebbe
morning?
zebra. And make
You
sure
did
you
both
check out
trails?
my favorite animals down on the trail,
Oh.
the naked mole rat. Oh yeah, you have not lived till you've seen a naked mole rat. You gotta go check them out. They're actually really cool little animals. Now here in Africa, we don't like to say goodbye. Instead, we say kwaherini, which means go well.
Go
so
well.
kwaherini, everyone. Make sure you look around, gather up all your personal belongings. Once again, my name was Crispy. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, that was fun.
Kwaherini, everyone, have a great time out there today. You're welcome. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Drink plenty of water out there. You're welcome.
Well, that was the safari. Definitely a new building of sorts at the very end. I don't know what it is, but yes, that was new.
And
We got
I saw
we got to see
Mufasa
Mufasa,
and Pumbaa,
which is kind of rare to see Mufasa
and I
walking
got to
around.
see some mandrills, and I love my monkeys.
Lisa loves the monkey.
I could go visit my swimming ones out in there.
But that is it, guys. Why? You want to show them around a little more?
I don't know, they've already seen it this time.
They've been walking with me since this morning, Lisa. Lisa giving me the hand. Well, that's it, guys. We just wanted to show you a little bit of the safari, the ride through, seeing all the animals here at Animal Kingdom. We will see you next time. We got a couple of videos coming out of our stay at the Caribbean Beach Resort. And I think this Sunday, at I don't know what time because I'm not good with times. And even when I put a time, I'm always late. We will be live at Magic Kingdom, a little walkthrough for your pleasure and ours. Be well. Kwaherini. Vlog. Finito.